Hey there, hi there, ho there, Duran fans and Whoosher reviewer fans. Frannie Rhodes here with your weekly Whoosh Radio podcast review from yours truly. All right, so let's get right into it. So this week's episode was called Dream of the Archipelagos. Now, the archipelagos are basically means a grouping of islands. So dream of a grouping of islands, archipelagos. Okay, so anyways, first off, I would like to say Simon did not play his guitar and sing to Katy as they had talked about last week. Katy had said that she wanted him to sing her a song, and I don't remember what it was, and I couldn't find it in my notes, although it's there somewhere. My notes are scraggly. But anyways, he did not do that. That's first off. I was looking forward to that. I was hoping for that and didn't happen. So okay, guys, maybe another time, or maybe you just did it off maybe you just did it off air. But anyways, that didn't happen that I know of. So let's get right into it. The first song was by Alain. Well, I think it's pronounced Alain. Alain. Alain Bashung. Again, all the names and song titles, artist and song titles will be in the description box below, and I still have to put that on for last week's episode too. This song was called Madame Rev. It was released in 1991, and I believe Simon said that Madame Rev in French is Rêve de Chevalet. Rêve de Chevalet. Okay, thank you very much. Now, I gave this song 5 stars. I loved it. It was one of my favorite ones of the show. So think of the voice, if you've ever seen the movie Interview with the Vampire, think of the voice of Antonio Banderas' friend, and I don't know the name of that actor. I've seen him in some other things. When they were vampires, okay? Antonio Banderas is a vampire. His friend that had the top hat. Think of his voice in that movie vocally to a Phantom of the Opera drama status theatrical musical background, okay? And that kind of gives you an idea of this song. I'd say it's wonderful. It is wonderful. It's in French, you know. And it starts off with this wonderful, deliberate theatrical piano chord. That's how I would describe that first song. Madame Rêve by Alain Bashung. Simon also said that this is not a good representation of the spectrum of his music, this song. It's a very theatrical sounding song. And that this artist can actually be very folky at times, Alain Bashung. Katy described it as slow. It was a slow intro to the show, but I thought it was great. Slow, moody, broody opener is how Katy described it. She really liked it too. And I could tell how much Simon really liked this song because he was very urgent about it when they were talking about it. Katy thought it was amazing. I think she was excited about it. Simon described this song as pregnant moodiness. Pregnant moodiness. I like that. Now, Katy asked Simon what Arcadia song he would liken Madame Rêve to the most, and he very quickly and urgently, and that's what I was talking about when he was talking urgently about it, said Lady Ice. So Simon would liken this song to Lady Ice, and he pointed out they were both made in France. Francais, France. So thank you very much. So that's kind of a little bit on that song from Simon and Katy. And I think that was it for that song. Now, I had pointed out that last week, this is just a little aside, when Simon opened the show, he said, well, hello. Well, this week he said, well, hello again, but he said, well, hello. So Just wanted to point out the difference there. So anyways, going on to the second song, which was called Grove. Actually, the song is called Black. The band is called Grove, featuring Grizzo. That's Griz-O. Grizzo is actually somebody by the name of Lucas Vaughn, I believe it was, and he's from Gloucester. Um, Let me see. R&B slow Simon. Okay, so gosh, my notes are really scrawled this week. I'm gonna do my best. So, Grove. Um, this is how I would describe this song: a Black Lives Matter song, lyrically, definitely. Female Jamaican, I think, slash English vocal accent in the singing. Sort of rappy and funky. Simon liked the beat, that's why he chose it for the show. Let me see. Um, there's a male rapping again in a Jamaican accent, I think, in the middle. So rapping with a sound behind it that I would call mechanical funkiness. That's how I would describe the song. I gave it 4 stars. According to Katy, this band, Black, is Bristol-based, hip hop, electronica, and club, and it's 2 men, I guess, and they're both openly gay. Katy made a point to mention that. Let me see what else. Simon made a point to say with this song that a lot of R&B music, especially, although this was not R&B, is very slow. He liked that this song was fast, I guess, and kind of dancey, and he liked the beat. That's why he chose it for the show. I hope I didn't get that all convoluted and mixed up. So, the third song was by the Stroppies, and it's called All the Lines. How I would describe this, intro musically reminded me of the song I'll Melt With You by Modern English. I'll stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. So that song, the intro musically to this song by the Stroppies called All the Lines reminded me of musically of I'll Melt With You by Modern English, just for a bit in the beginning. I would describe it as a song with a constant meaty yet light guitar, meaty, like M-E-A-T-Y, yet light guitar, very mod alternative sounding guitar. Katy said that they had the coolest thing about the Stroppies was that they had a 2019 album called Whoosh, but with only 2 O's. And so Simon pointed out the O thing, which I knew he was going to, and he said, "Oh, well, we're the only ones that spell it right with the 3 O's." They also have a mini 8-song LP that was released in 2020, last year. Simon said they're really good songwriters. And let me see where this band. Oh, and then they played Where's This Band From? That's where Katy asks Simon, where are they from, Simon? And Simon guesses, and then Katy tells him if he was wrong. So Simon guessed that they were from Scotland, Ireland, or Newcastle, and they are actually from Australia. Let me see. I gave the song 1 star. Overall, 1 star. I didn't love it. I gave the intro that reminded me of I'll Melt With You a little bit by Modern English 4 stars because I love that song. And then when Simon said Ireland, Katy said, not Ireland, or something like that. And then they were joking about that for a minute. It was really cute. So I just wanted to point that out. And then let me see what else. That was it for the Stroppies. Then we had a fan question. This one was from Eli. And he asked it to Simon. Have there been any covers of Duran Duran's that you thought were as good or better than Duran Duran's? And Simon said that Nirvana did a cover once that he wasn't sure if it was released commercially, but he really liked it. And that Hole did a cover that he really liked, and he couldn't remember which one. And Katy reminded him it was Hungry Like the Wolf. So those are 2 of Simon's favorite covers that other artists have done of Duran Duran songs. We had another question from Kim. She asked, do you enjoy or cringe when you guys are a topic of pop culture? She asked that to Simon. So Simon's answer to this was that he loved the Diana scene from The Crown where she's skating through Buckingham Palace. I love that too. I think a lot of people did. And then his favorite is from the movie Layer Cake, where Daniel Craig, it's a very violent scene. It's about London gangsters, as Simon described it. I have seen that movie, but just once. Um, Daniel Craig is in that movie, the one that plays James Bond most currently, as I'm sure many of you know. He said there's a very violent scene, including scalding liquid, where they played Ordinary World, and that's Simon's favorite usage, I guess, of maybe a Duran Duran song in a movie. The question was, do you enjoy or cringe when you guys are a topic of pop culture? And then what Simon also said about this was when you're in pain, you do tend to try to remove yourself from it. So that would be relating back to um this scene where it's a very violent scene and then they're playing Ordinary World, which would be a complete, I'm going to use the word juxtaposition, I don't know if that's the right word, to that complete, like, it's kind of an escape from the pain that you're in. Okay. So, the next song that they played was Jean-Baptiste Freedom. So when I heard this name last week, I thought it was Baptiste, Baptiste. It's Baptiste, Batiste. Simon spoke about this artist last week in relation to another artist that he played, and I couldn't find that in my notes either. But anyways, I gave this one 3 to 4 stars. That's how I put it. I would describe it as funky dance, James Brown sounding. Simon mentioned him, yeah, last week I mentioned that. Simon likes him a lot, and I do have to say I was listening to Whoosh today when I was on my hour and 24-minute walk. Thank you very much. And I was dancing down the street to this song. It's one of those songs that makes you move and makes you dance, which is cool. Katy told us that he's a co-composer of the Pixar animated film Soul. He got lots of awards for that. He's an American musician and band leader and TV personality, and he is on the Stephen Colbert Show as the band leader, I believe. And this is the one that Simon was talking about in the social media promos, Duran Duran social media promos this week. And the one that he said was a solid slab of funk, and I like that description. He said that this artist, Jean-Baptiste, is a classic soul artist with his own twist, basically. Simon didn't say twist, but that's another way of saying what he said, kind of his own way about it. But he is a classic soul artist with elements of Stevie Wonder and Wilson Pickett. The next song is by an artist called Lucy Rose. The song is called Question It All. I gave this one 2 stars. Simon loved it. Katy loved it. I gave it 2 stars. I would describe it as light and moody, if that makes sense. Her voice reminds me of Natalie Merchant from 10,000 Maniacs in parts of the song. I love Natalie Merchant at times. Well, I always love Natalie Merchant. Her voice reminds me of Natalie Merchant's voice at times in parts of the song, is what I meant. So, I also put that it's almost like vacationing island sounding. And what I mean by that is, like, if you were watching a movie where there was a love scene with a moody love song, on, like, say these lovers are on a sultry island in a movie and they're having a steamy love scene, or a very emotionally evocative love scene, and this would be a song that would go well with that, if that gives you an idea. So Simon said it was one of his favorite all-time songs. Again, we part ways musically, Simon. I only gave it 2 stars. He said this song can follow anything. It's different from anything, and that's why he thinks it can follow anything or everything. He described it as jazzy. He loves the fretless bass in it. And he reminds Simon of this story that he told us, which was when he used to go to Beaconsfield in England, I think that is, as a teenager to the dentist. And when he would go to Beaconsfield to see the dentist to have his teeth fixed, as he put it, Baker Street, a song called Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty, was in his head. And he said this song is similar to that song. So it transported him back to that time. And Katy mentioned that would have been in 1978. And she said music does put you in a time and place, back in another time and place. It transports you, which is very true. I was actually talking about that on my Monday question answer this week for Duran Duran's question, what does the debut album mean to you now, 40 years later? I was alluding much to that, of the feelings that it still brought up in me back from that time. So, this artist is called Lucy Rose Parton. That's her full name. No relation to Dolly Parton, according to Katy. She's a singer-songwriter. In 2020, okay, I put 2020. Anyway, she describes this song as a love letter to her fans, and the video is a compilation of videos from her fans of what keeps them entertained during lockdown. And she requested those videos from her fans to make the video. So I think that's a cool idea. That's kind of what Duran Duran did with not a lockdown thing, but just a fan video compilation with the Face for Today video. I love this idea actually, and I think Duran Duran should do something like that instead of just pictures. Request videos from us of what kept us busy, maybe during lockdown or something like that. It's kind of copycat, but you guys can maybe do a derivative of something like that with videos from your fans. You should, because as you know, I have a ton every day, all day long, that I could send to you guys to contribute to that. So thank you very much. I'm all about it. So if you want to consider that idea, Duran Duran. So Katy liked everything about the song and video. Simon said that Lucy Rose has such a beautiful persona, like a gentle, sensitive beauty that comes through in her music, and he loves it. Very nice. So next was Simon's hotspot. This was a band called Eads, and the song is called Present in the Moment. I gave it 1 star. It was Simon's hotspot. He loved it. I gave it 1 star. That's about par for the course. I didn't love it. I would call it lighter side punk, I guess. And then I'll leave the rest to Simon for the descriptions. So what Simon said about them was they have a small following, and he gets excited when he finds someone or a band that deserves more attention when they have a small following, and he thinks that Eads falls into this category. He said bits of it remind him of The Damned, the band The Damned, which he got really excited about whenever anyone reminds him of The Damned, because they got him into punk rock. I honestly don't know any music from The Damned. Simon or Katy put in that her favorite song from The Damned was In Dulce Decorum. That's one of her favorite songs from The Damned. One of Simon's favorite songs from The Damned is Fan Club. And I don't know any of the Damned songs, so I can't put in a favorite for that. But they are an English band. They met at a university in Leeds, according to Katy. Let me see. They're a quintet. The lead singer is Harry Jordan. The band is named after his grandparents, who got him his first guitar. And Katy loved this one. She said to check out the video. They're inspired by a lot of garage rock, punk, post-punk bands, and you'll hear a lot of the influences of all of that in their music. And something that struck me was Simon said something funny or silly, and Katy called him a silly goose, which I thought was cute, and it reminded me of myself, because I always used to call people silly geese, and I think I even have some videos, I'm sure way back in my videos somewhere on my social media, saying silly goose, silly geese. It was a total Frannie thing back in the day, so I loved that. I resonated with the silly goose thing, Katy. So then we had a question from Angelina. She asked Simon, you play a lot of super chill music. Do you like heavier music like Korn and Deftones that cite Duran Duran as influences? Do you like them? And he said he does. He said there's a big space in Simon, in his ear, for Korn. There's a place for heavier music on Whoosh. He doesn't think the Deftones are heavy, actually. And he looks more for new artists. As we know, the point of Whoosh is whoosh is the sound of your mind expanding to take on a new idea. The whole point of the Whoosh show is to spotlight lesser known songs and lesser known artists to put them on people's radars. So he doesn't want to play old stuff that everybody knows. But there is definitely a place for heavy music if he can find some heavy newer music. Um, Simon said he thought Led Zeppelin may be kind of heavy, but then he said, but they're not really heavy. He said his favorite heavy musical song is Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine. That's Simon's favorite heavy song. When I think of heavy music, the first one that came to my mind was Nina Hagen. I think Nina Hagen is heavy. Her voice, what she could do with her voice, I was just scared by it, actually. And Rob Zombie, I would call kind of heavy. I don't really care for Rob Zombie's music, and Nina Hagen scares me too much to listen to her for too long. Her voice just so freaky what she can do with it. But that was my 2 cents on heaviness in music. Nina Hagen, New York, New York, and New York City. Yeah, that scares me. Okay, so that's okay. So, anyways, if any of you know of Nina Hagen, some of you may love that. It just always freaked me out. So, I also wanted just to point out that I've noticed that there are bands that follow me on like Instagram and Twitter sometimes, bands that I haven't heard of before. And so I had a good idea. Like one followed me today called Clear Jam, CLEAR_JAM, I think. I was thinking I should note these bands down when they follow me, check out some of their music, and whatever I like, I should email to Simon and Katy recommending that they play it. I might start doing that. Okay, so let's see. The next song was called Whitney. I'm sorry, No Woman was the song. The artist was called Whitney. I gave this one 1.5 stars. I didn't really like it at all. It starts with a dreamy, bubbly music that may have, it's the kind of music that maybe in the really, really super old days of soap operas a million years ago may have been used to intro to a soap opera. That kind of music. That's how I can describe it. I don't know how to describe it better than that. If this music, this bubbly music in the beginning had a color, it would be pink. And that's a shout out to Izzy Sparkle's art. Because we've talked about stuff like that before. And sometimes I do relate things like sounds to colors. I think Izzy relates pictures to colors. I relate sounds to colors sometimes. This music would have been pink in the beginning. So Izzy, I have to remember to tell you about this. So vocally high-pitched Bee Gees sound, going back to the Bee Gees again. I know I've mentioned that in another song recently. I think the song might be about not having a woman, but I'm not sure. Some of the lyrics talk about waking up in LA, walking through the haze. I just didn't love it. It didn't grab me in any way, shape, or form. I only gave it 1.5 stars. So the next song was by an artist called Remy Wolf, and it's called Woo, WOO. Now, how I would describe this song is, to me, it sounded like a song about drug addiction, some of the lyrics. So there are lyrics that say like out of OxyContin, out of good options, effed up. I think I lost my wallet. It all sounds like drug addiction lifestyle things. But it's got a really cool sunny sound. I really like this song, actually. I gave it 5 stars. Simon likened it to Steal My Sunshine by Lem. If you steal my sunshine. I love that song too. So Katy said she did too. So he likened it to that song, describing it as a New York sunny, fresh day. It definitely did have that sunny sound. I caught that. You can't miss it in the song. But then the lyrics seem to be about a drug addiction lifestyle. This was also one of Simon's favorite songs. It has a sparkly chime sound through the song here and there. And if you've ever heard the song Sideshow by Blue Magic, that's an oldie song. Let the sideshow begin. Step right on in. I love that song. I love oldies, a lot of oldies. So there's a sparkly chimey sound kind of in that song in the beginning, I think, and this song has something similar to that throughout. So it's kind of a sparkly, chimey, sunny song about drug addiction, possibly. I don't know, but it's not about drug addiction from what we understand because, let me see, Katy said I had to keep going on a separate piece of paper, and I need a new notebook now because I've used up my whole notebook with whoosh stuff. So, let me see. Katy said the video is adorable, and the artist says this song is an explosion of her feelings on love. So there you go. That is what it's actually about, an explosion of the artist's feelings on love. I would have taken it to be about a drug addiction lifestyle from the lyrics, but hey. Okay, so Katy also mentioned that Remy was a contestant on American Idol. Simon wants everyone to hear it, and he hopes it gets played and played and played and played again. He loves this song. I really liked it too. And they both said that she has what it takes to go all the way. So that's cool. And then let me see what else. Oh, more on Whitney. Backtracking to Whitney, the No Woman song. The Guardian described Whitney, according to Katy, as think Bon Iver with elements of folk and country. I don't know Bon Iver. I'm not familiar with it. I didn't care for Whitney. Then Simon said that this artist would be in the genre of Soshan Stevens and Elliott Smith. Again, not familiar with any of that, but some of you maybe, if that gives you an idea. Simon said he would liken Whitney to Blue Eyed Sun, which is an artist that they played previously on Whoosh, and they played a song from them called Step Away from the Cliff at one point, and that this song was the same feel as that song. The same freshness, I think he said, as that song. So that was it. And then the 5-star Remy Wolf Woo song, that was my second favorite one of the show. Well, that one and the first one by Alain Bachung, Madame Rêve. Those were my two favorites of the show. And let me see what else. Then, they also mentioned that Invisible will be premiered on Whoosh. I've mentioned that before. As far as Simon is concerned, how he put it is, as far as I'm concerned, this will be the premiere of it, meaning even if it's played in other places first, possibly. I'm sure some of you or many of you have heard strains in the Duran Duran fan community that there are rumors that it may be premiered this Saturday on the BBC 40 special. Which would be really cool. But as far as Simon is concerned, when they premiere it on Whoosh, that's going to be the premiere. So I will definitely keep you in touch. I'll keep you posted about the Invisible premiere on Whoosh. Really excited about that. And of course, and then the last song was from an artist called Dil Cosmo, DYL, second name COSMO. And the song was called Mango, the radio edit of Mango. So I just looked up some information about this artist. I don't know how I would really describe the song. Let me see. One of the lyrics is, when we finally get together, we just part ways. That lyric actually reminded me of Mr. Rhodes and me. Okay, because I've met my Mr. Rhodes from Duran Duran. As I'm sure many of you know, I don't have to explain when I say my Mr. Rhodes, you already know. 2 times now. Well, actually 3 technically, counting the 1995 album Signing of Thank You, but 2 times over the past recent years I've really met him. And I'm sorry, 3. And when we finally get together, we just part ways, Mr. Rhodes, and we need to really work on that next time we meet. Okay, it just made me think of that situation. So that was a lyric in this song. And then, no, but we really do, Mr. Rhodes, and I feel so much more emotion about that I'm going to show right here, right now. But we really do. You already know. Okay, so Simon said that he would bet that this would be the first time you're hearing this song, Mango by Dil Cosmo, on Whoosh, and he is correct for me. And what I wanted to say about that is that all of the songs that I've heard on Whoosh have been first listens for me. I haven't heard any of them before, which is the whole point of the show. And I've actually really come across a lot of stuff that I love and a lot that I don't like, but a lot that I love. The two songs that I already knew that Simon had played on Whoosh were a long time ago. He played Brimful of Ashra, and I can't remember who the artist is of that one, but its song goes, Brimful of Ashra on a 45, Brimful of Ashra on. I love that song. He played that one. I already knew that one. And then the first song that they ever played on Whoosh, 50 episodes ago, because this was their 50th episode too, which was awesome. Happy 50th Whoosh. Happy 50th anniversary, Simon and Katy. Was A Horse with No Name. That was the very first song they ever played on Whoosh, and I knew that one too. But apart from those two, every single song I've heard on Whoosh has been a first time listen for me, and there have been some excellent, awesome ones. Again, if you guys can get SiriusXM, get it and listen to Whoosh every week. It's an amazing show. It seems to get better every time for me, really. And if you can't get it in your area, just come here to this YouTube channel and I'll be giving you these reviews every week. Thank you very much.